Yo, what is good, people? Ben from Lover of Tech, and we are, of course, live. Welcome to a special edition Tech and Chill Show Unplugged live showcase of the OnePlus Nord CE3 Lite 5G. Ooh-wee. Is this the king of the mid? Well, welcome to the special live stream showcase, and most importantly, a big thank you to OnePlus for supporting and partnering with me on this particular live stream to make this showcase happen. We're pretty much going to go through all the things that make this £299 mid-range smartphone pretty much one of the ones to beat, from the design, the specs, audio, hardware, you know, display, speakers, battery, especially in charging, which comes included in the box, a new 108 megapixel camera. There's so much to run through, and we're going to do this on this special live stream showcase. Of course, as well, we are broadcasting and streaming this live in 4K UHD. So, of course, if you've got the bandwidth, you've got the capacity, definitely, and you got the device as well, make sure you select higher than 480p, which is SD, standard definition. Go up to 720p, which is HD, high definition. Go up to 1080p, which is full high definition. Or go up to 1440p, which is QHD. Or the best one, 2160p 4K UHD, for the crispiest live stream showcase that you will see on Tech YouTube today. Woo! Shout out to the replay crew that are going to be watching this back as well. There will be chapters in the description below so you can get to your favorite parts that you want to see. But of course, for everyone that is tuning in absolutely live right now, welcome. You guys are the real goats. I really, really appreciate you being here. We are going all out on the production, man. We are making sure we are bringing out and showing the stops. And we do have the Nord Buds 2 as well. £69 with active noise cancelling. Let me tell you, I'm going to show you some of the settings and what it brings, because you have a lot of control when it comes to your audio quality, from transparency off, as well as active noise cancelling, and setting your own custom EQ as well. So there's a lot happening, great value and great performance. We're going to go into the comments and see what's up with everyone that is here as well. I see you, Trent. I see you, Trent, in the comments. What's good, Trenton? Trent popping the eyes. Please do let me know how the audio is sounding as well. Please let me know how the audio is sounding as well. Trent in the comments. What's good, Trent? Really appreciate you being here. Dropping the heat emoji. I see you, Billboard Ben. Bro, you're gassing me, man. Come on, come on, come on. You're gassing me right now. You're gassing me right now. We've got the setup in. We are pretty much making sure that, you know, we're going to do a very, very good live showcase. Again, thank you to OnePlus for partnering and sponsoring this live stream. We are going to get down and dirty and talk all things OnePlus Nord CE3 Lite 5G, which, ooh, take a look at that, baby. This is the pastel lime. We've gone in a pastel lime. This is the hero color. I'm going to switch the camera free And yeah, this is the pastel line, baby. That's the one. That's the one. We got it going right there. We got it going on. It's looking good. We've got a brushed metal frame. The headphone port is still alive, people. And dual speakers with 200% ultra volume mode. Check that for real, for real, for real. I'm loving this. Thing is killing. Ah, goodness. Had to be Z-Tech here that popped up. Yes. We're looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. You know how it is when it gets to these special live stream showcases. We tend to try and have a lot of fun with it as well. Definitely share this out on Twitter as well and let me know what you think. We're gonna get in. We're gonna pretty much break down and showcase this. Please, please, please let me know in the comment section below how the audio is sounding before we proceed. Want to make sure that everything is up to par and coming through perfectly fine. Got TC in here as well. What's good? TC in the studio. Matty in the studio as well. Big shout out to Matty on the edit for the trailer, man. Looking great. As if they say that the perfect loop doesn't exist. Of course it does. Of course it does. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Cool. Whoo! Should be good, should be good, should be good. Should be good. Just waiting for a few more to jump on. And we've got 4 concurrent viewers. Bang. Oakley doke. Boom, boom, boom. Audio should be good. And like Mr. Incredible says, showtime. Let's get it on. Let's drop it down from the top. We've got it right here, front and center, the OnePlus Nord CE3 Lite 5G. Snapdragon 695 powered, 8 gigabytes of low power double data RAM generation 4 extreme memory. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that acronym, but now you do. 8 gigabytes before you can even extend it by an additional 4, 6 or 8 gigabytes in the virtual memory with software optimization as well. A whole 108 gigabytes of internal storage, which is universal flash storage UFS 2.2. And that is before you can actually expand it with a micro SD card with up to 1 terabyte. Bruh, £299. Real recognize real. This is the one to really look at. 120 Hertz LCD panel. And of course, they've been able to make it brighter as well. There's a lot to run through, but as I like to go through, I like to start from the outside and work our way in. Let's focus on what the Nord CE3 Lite is all about. Again, starting from the design, working our way from the outside in, we've got the pastel color. But in fact, what actually comes in the box when you decide to get the Nord CE3 Lite? Because I think it's important. It's important to know what you're getting in the box. I'm going to switch it and show you that this is what actually comes in the box. So now, funny enough, I've got the special reviewers box, which is right here. I've got that one right here. This is the one that comes with the Nord CE3 Lite 5G, as you can see. And because it is a thick boy box, you know you're getting some goodies that coming in here. And it's great because at £299, right? Look, you're getting a clear case included. I see Aske in the house in the comments was good. That's the OnePlus Nord contacts right there. Thanks for the support. Thanks you for joining the live showcase of the Nord CE3 Lite. You get a case included. So already, think about this. You're able to protect your device from the jump. That's the CE3 Lite, right? And guess what? You get an included charger in the box as well. They've increased it to 67 watts with the infamous or actually famous red USB-C to USB-A thick high ampage OnePlus cable as well, right? It comes included. You ain't paying extra for that. You are not paying extra for that. And it was 33 watts. They've doubled it and added one more watt to it, 67 watts. And we're going to talk about the charging and also the battery performance of the Nord CE 3 Lite 5G. And it's looking good, man. OxygenOS 13.1 out of the box with Android 13 out of the box, the latest. And it is on the latest March security update as well. So they ain't putting on some previous version of security or software. This is as up to date as you get. So as unboxing experiences goes, compared to other mid-range phones, let alone flagships, you are not out of pocket when it comes to getting the best speeds, the right charger, protection on your phone. Listen, you are winning. You are winning. So the unboxing experience, we've got to give credit where credit is due. It's 10 out of 10 for the Nord CE 3 Lite 5G. So I love to see it. Most mid-range phones have gone of the way of, not giving you the charger, not giving you the right cable that comes with it that's going to give you the maximum charging that's supported. They give you everything in the box, and that's something that is really appreciated. You don't need to buy extra, and you know that you're getting the right charging management and behavior when it comes to how it behaves as well, which is great to see. Love it. But again, starting from the outside and working our way in, what do we have when it comes to the Nord CE 3 Lite? The design. So, chromatic gray and pastel lime. Those are the two colors that it comes in. I've got the pastel lime. This is known as more of the hero color, right? The color that you're going to see in all the promos mainly. That's the one that it sticks out. It pops. It's nice. But then, if we actually take a look at the design, right? This is one thing I've really praised OnePlus for that they've done so well. A brushed matte finish, right? A brushed matte finish. I love this because it just makes it feel a lot more premium than what the phone should suggest at the price point, right? You've got to consider that. It feels a lot more premium for the price point that it's actually meant to be coming in at. And that brushed metal feel stops fingerprints, makes it feel more premium, and it's great. But the button placements, right? I've always said this. I much prefer buttons that are separate, not as a rocker. So thank you for having separate buttons for the volume. And I also prefer the fact that the power button and also the volume buttons are opposite sides, are not the same sides. And on top of that, they are directly adjacent to each other and at a good height for reachability. Look at that. You want to take a screenshot, bam, quick, right? Less hand gymnastics. The button placement is excellent. And again, this power button right here that you're seeing acts as a fingerprint sensor. All right, let's have a look. Press it, bang. Look at that. Look how fast that fingerprint sensor is. Bang. Bang. Crazy. Look, just touch it. Touch it, bring it. Ooh. Listen, just touch it. And then you've got face unlock as well. So listen, I'm not gonna press the power button. Just gonna double tap the screen, and I'm unlocked. Right? I'm gonna double tap the screen, and I'm unlocked. So best believe when it comes to what they're doing with the button placement, the power button's winning, the volume buttons are winning. Feel, tactility, the speed of the unlock, it is on point. But then we're gonna take it even further. Ports. Look at that. We've got USB-C, and we've got a bottom firing speaker. We've got a bottom microphone, and then the 3.5mm headphone port is alive. It ain't going nowhere. That's still there. Right, we'll go to the top. We've got a second microphone, which is most likely used for noise cancellation. And then this tray right here, this slot right here, is for the dual nano SIM as well as the hybrid SIM for SIM number 2 that can also take a micro SD card slot and expand up to an additional 1 terabyte of storage. Bruh, come on. £299, you got to remember, this is something that they are pulling the stops and leaving nothing on the table. That is sick. That is sick. You got to give props to that. That is on point. And I'm really, really, really digging that for the price point, this is what's all being offered, right? The design feels solid. One thing I love about it is, one, you've got a flat display. The display being flat makes it so much easier. On top of that, it comes with a pre-applied plastic screen protector. So protecting scratches from the jump, this is something that I can really appreciate. Before you want to, if you can get your glass screen protector as well. The flat display just makes it so much easier to like watch stuff with less glare, with less accidental touches. Love it for that. But you see, another subtle thing, if I bring this up, another subtle thing that you really have to pay attention to and see is that there's a chamfered groove at the top here, which links into the front glass of the display, right? So it's such a subtle thing, but again, it adds to that premium look and feel of the device as well. On top of that, the curves is so subtle. It's a very, 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 very subtle curve, right? Very subtle curve. But you can feel it. So when you hold it, it doesn't dig into your hand. It's a very subtle thing, but it just makes it work so nice in the hand. And considering the frame of the phone, we're going to switch to camera 3, right? Considering the frame of the phone, look at it, right? 6.72 inches is what we're working with here. They've made it so much more manageable. So much more manageable. It's so much more manageable in that retrospect that, yeah, this is just on point. This is just on point. So the design and build punches well above its weight if you're considering the price point of this mid-range device at £299. So yeah, 100% really digging it, really looking good. Let's fire into the comments and see what everyone is saying. Yes, yes, yes. Asking it's like, what up? What up? Thank you for all the support. And thank you for joining the live showcase of the OnePlus Nord CE 3 Lite 5G. Man, that's a mouthful. But you know what? I'll run with it. I'll run with it. TC's like, what's up, SK? What's good? And Bailey in the house, Portland, Jamaica in the building. It had to be 4K crispy general. And of course, that is one of the things that we've got to really remind people of, that we are broadcasting this in crispy 4K ultra high definition UHD. So if you've got the right device, the bandwidth and the capacity, go all the way up to 2160p 4K UHD for the crispiest live stream showcase on Tech YouTube right now. Again, a bit of feedback. If the audio is good, please do let me know. If there's any issues with the audio, also do let us know as well. I want to make sure that we're putting out the best visual and audio quality showcase for you as possible. What's next? Audio, baby. Because I did say there are some ports that have decided that, yeah, they ain't going nowhere. 3.5mm headphone port. Ooh. This is still here. So if you want to see, and actually see, if you want to listen to your favorite audio with the wide capability instantly without having to worry about power and stuff, the 3.5mm headphone port ain't going nowhere. It is still here to stay. Love to see it. But you see, if that was what they were doing compared to other mid-range phones that are getting rid of it, it would have been enough. It would have been enough. But guess what? Dual speakers. So like I said, you've got the bottom firing speaker right here doing its work. The earpiece has a speaker as well. But it ain't just about that. You're seeing that there? Let me bring it down. Let me bring it up and just reduce the brightness for you to see. Right? When you press it, you go to 2. In fact, let me manually zoom in. There we go. 200%. So if you go down, you go all the way up. Ultra volume mode on. Ooh-wee. I ain't even gonna lie to you, yeah. The guys are in the studio right now, right? TC and Matt are in the studio right now. This is the Lover of Tech Media crew. We're in the house. They heard me jamming. I was literally in my groove. I had this phone on loudspeaker. This competes with some flagship phones when it comes to how good the loudspeaker quality is. Not just in terms of max volume, but in terms of clarity, less distortion, good bass, good sound. You can rock it out. And I'm a loudspeaker person. Like, I don't I don't rock with anything else that is not a loudspeaker, like in terms of a loudspeaker experience, right? That's just me personally. Like I use the loudspeaker on my phone regularly for phone calls, listening to music. Like I use it on a regular basis. So the fact that OnePlus did not skimp out and put dual speakers was one thing, but they took it a step further and actually added a 200% ultra volume mode as well. And it makes such a big difference, right? Let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. I don't want to do anything that is gonna bring copyright. So let me play something from Music Bed. All right. All right, hold on. Ooh. Tell you, man, if you block it out, so you can still hear the top piece. I'm gonna switch audio to the top microphone, like we ain't prepared for you all. So if you listen to it, and this is for dual speakers, so if you block the bottom, the top is still playing, right? And the bottom is still playing. And that is with the 200% ultra volume mode active. So yeah, when it comes to audio, yeah. When it comes to audio, I have to say, it's the battery, and I don't want to get ahead of myself. You'll probably hear a slight audio change because we've gone back to the lav mic. Next to the battery life performance, which we're going to get into a bit later, the audio experience on this Nord CE3 Lite, generally speaking, like I'm legit impressed. Not just because of the 3.5mm headphone port, which is great, don't get me wrong. I mostly listen to audio wirelessly because of just me working out and so many different things and just liking the convenience and having things like active noise cancelling in there as well. But most mid-range phones do not come with a dual firing speaker, right? Dual stereo speaker to be in fact. And most would not put this much effort into making sure that the audio in terms of loudness, clarity, bass, and sound signature sounding as good as this. I can legit appreciate that OnePlus did not skimp out in this area. Appreciate that OnePlus did not skimp out in this area. So yeah, this is a big dub for the Nord CE3 Lite 5G, for sure. Whew. We're running this, man. We're getting into the groove. Hopefully we're not having any technical difficulties. No, we're not. I think we're still smooth running. We're 25 minutes in. We've covered the audio. So what else are we getting into next? The display. Of course, we're going to talk about the display. The display needs center of attention. And the display has gotten some much needed love as well. And this is something where we've got to appreciate, right? What are the display specs that we're working with? Let's just go from the top down and get it in and get it on. We're going to zoom in. Come here so you can see it clearly. Again. Yeah. Maximum zoomage. So we're zoomed and locked in, right? What are we looking at when it comes to the display? If we go to About Device, does it say? It doesn't, but it's fine. I know the display specifications, so I'm going to run you through it, of course. So I'm going to run to the display, right? Obviously, there's dark mode and there's light mode, but we are working with a flat panel 6.72-inch LCD display that is packing a full high definition plus resolution with a 20:9 aspect ratio, and the specific resolution is 2400 by 1080p, right? But it's not just that alone. It does come with a high refresh rate 120 Hz panel, as well as using a 240 Hz refresh touch response. All of that is well and good, but in fact, the display itself, although not LTPO, is adaptive. Depending on what you're watching, it adapts between 30, 48, 50, 60, 90, and 120 hertz. Crazy, right? So that is going to be even more efficient on your battery. The ability to even do that at this price point is so greatly appreciated. But one thing I have to say they did well on is adding more brightness. New maximum peak brightness when you're watching HDR content is 680 nits, 608 nits. And your typical brightness is going to be around 550 nits for normal viewing as well. And again, it's summertime, right? Well, relatively summertime if you're considering how we live in the UK and the type of life that we live here when it comes to the weather. Yesterday, it was beaming. Today, it decides to be a bit lukewarm, and then it starts to rain. So take it for whatever you can, whatever the situation is, whatever it may be. But having a brighter display on a day-to-day basis at this price point is just going to help with overall visibility. And we were shooting outdoors, and it really handled itself a lot better than most phones would do at £299, which is retrospect. Again, this isn't a flagship phone where we're talking about over 1,000 nits for 1,500. No. This is a mid-range phone, and most mid-range phones work within this remit of brightness, and this is actually something that the Nord CE3 Lite 5G is holding down and doing an amazing job when it comes to the new maximum brightness available on the display. The display experience overall is something that I think has just been so good in that retrospect, right? 120 hertz makes it fast and responsive. If we go here and we have a look at our showcase video, obviously we're live right now, as you can see. Our showcase video of the Nord CE3 Lite, definitely go watch it. We're going to link it in the description below, as well as obviously the cards above. When we go here, we go in. Look at that, completely uninterrupted. Maximum 1080p. Look at that. Look at the viewing experience. A borderless viewing experience. And on top of that, OnePlus did one thing I was not expecting. At this price point, most of the time you get like a U-shaped notch display. But it's a hole punch and in the right position, in my personal opinion, or my favorite position, in my personal opinion, which is the center at the top. Loving it. So it really just adds to that uninterrupted experience, right? If you look at what you're seeing with the display, 2400 by 1080p, full high definition plus, 20 by 9 aspect ratio, 680 nits for HDR, 550 nits for typical, and also 6.72 inches. So the canvas is huge. The canvas is huge. When it comes to your viewing experience, it's clean. This is a great viewing experience. At this price point, I think they've left nothing on the table when it comes to a great viewing experience. And for the target demographic and audience that are going to be considering getting the Nord CE3 Lite, they are in their bag and they're going to be having a great time. Fast, responsive touch, viewing, and also brightness as well as resolution. Can't go wrong. So yeah, this is the display of the OnePlus Nord CE3 Lite 5G. Really, really nice upgrade. Nice quality of life touches, especially when it comes to the maximum brightness as well. Let's switch to camera free so we can see how that looks as well. I like camera free. Ooh, crispy. Shout out to Matthew on the cam. All around. That B-roll's him, and he's on camera free right now, so we're getting it in, getting it on. Yeah, the viewing experience, again, pre-applied screen protector that comes with it as well, is something that they really, really put a lot of effort into making sure that the experience when it comes to the display is on point. So yeah, go check out the full experience showcase video for an in-depth breakdown of everything you would want to know about the Nord CE3 Lite. And of course, you know, we're not being biased, but I think that is our best produced video on Love Road Tech, period. Our best produced video on Love Road Tech, period. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Challenging, it was out of our comfort zone, but it's what we do. The clocks have gone forward. Okay, I've not disappeared, I've reappeared. Slight technical glitch, but we are good. We're back in. We are back in. Do, 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 do. All right, let's switch to camera 1 and 2. Let's go into the comments and see what everyone is saying. How much is the resolution? Or you mean what is the resolution? Okay, resolution as stated is 2400 by 1080p. So that is FHD plus, full high definition plus, and that is because of the 20:9 aspect ratio. 20:9 aspect ratio. And it says peace to you too. And so you disappeared. I can't hear you. Yeah, sorry, I had to mute because we just had a slight technical issue with camera 1, but we're back on. You know how live shows get. Wouldn't be exciting without some odd little hoo-hee-ha's. All right. Let's come out of studio mode. Hopefully you can hear me. Please do let me know if you can hear me. You should be able to hear me coming through loud and clear, nice and clear. It's now fine. Thank you, Grandioso. Really, really love to hear it. Okay, so we've ran you through the unboxing. What comes in the box with the Nord CE 3 Lite, which is a very inclusive phone when it comes to making sure that you are packed and ready to hit it and go. We've ran you through the display. We've ran you through the fit and finish and the design. We've ran you through audio. What is next? Of course, it's got to be the specs and performance. Oh, it wouldn't be the same without the specs and performance. And the specs and performance is one area that the Nord CE 3 Lite does not disappoint. Here's why it does not disappoint. We're going to go into about device. We're going to run through this right here, right? Boom. Maximum zoomage and closage. Ooh, clean. Bring it down just a wee bit so you guys can see well exposed. We are at the center and the heart of it all. We are powered by the Snapdragon 695 5G octa-core based chips, which is based on a 6nm process from what I believe. And then we do have 8GB of LPDDR4X RAM, as I stated, low power, double data rate generation 4 extreme RAM, damn straight. And a base storage of 128GB. And remember, you can expand this with 1TB of micro SD. So if you're someone that takes a lot of pictures and videos, which we're going to get to pictures and videos very soon, this is great. This level of flexibility is unheard of nowadays in phones. In general, unheard of nowadays in phones. And I mean, the previous Nord CE 2 Lite did have it. But if you think about the original OnePlus phone that bust the SD card, the micro SD card, does anyone know? The OnePlus X. Now, they say don't talk about your X, but you know what? We've got to talk about this X because that was the OnePlus phone that really initiated the micro SD. So I appreciate the Nord CE 3 Lite carrying on that trend from the previous model, from its old ancestor, into these modern phones. So of course, the flexibility that you're going to be getting here is fantastic. I love it. Love to see it, right? And that storage of 128 gigabytes, it is universal flash storage, UFS 2.2. So it's really quick, especially at this price point. Most phones, I'm being honest, most phones at this price point, yeah, here's what it will do. It will give you 4 or 6. They ain't going to be busting you with 8. 8 gigabytes of base storage, so 8 gigabytes of base RAM is flagship territory. Yeah, no joke. Look at every other flagship phone that starts with a base of 8 gig. Look at every other mid-range phone that is toggling around 6 to 4 gigs before you can even do virtual memory. So if we talk about virtual, right, with RAM expansion, you can do an additional 4, you can do an additional 6, an additional 8. Obviously, once RAM expansion is enabled, right, and you select it, you have to restart the phone to get that effect kicked in. Do you know how much that is going to help with future compatibility? Your future compatibility with devices, especially when it comes to applications or games that are going to use more than 8 gigabytes of RAM eventually, with the ability to lock apps in memory. With the padlock, you can lock an app in memory. Your favorite apps that you can lock in memory, you can load into them a lot quicker. As well as being able to load into them a lot quicker, you are just making yourself much more future compatible when it comes to your future apps and games that will probably need a bit more RAM while you're still multitasking as well. So this is a great thing. Before you can even do that, right? Before you can even do that, you already have 8 gigabytes of RAM to work with. Come on. This is such a well-rounded package when it comes to specs and performance that when you're playing your favorite games and stuff, this is where you are not left wanting. In fact, why don't we do it? Why don't we do it? Live gameplay, baby. Game engine turned on. Hyper boost. Ooh, okay. We're gonna do a live gameplay. Let's do a live gameplay. Why not? Why not? Asphalt 9. And they've even got the new Lamborghini with Relto in there. Long live the V12. I still got to discuss about that phone. Okay, cool. Let's get it on. Let's get in. I don't want to play career mode, do I? Next. I'm going to pick this car. Mitsubishi Evolution or Evo Lancer. Right, let's do a live gameplay of Asphalt 9 with the Snapdragon 695 powered Nord CE 3 Lite. So you can see for yourself how the gaming performance rocks and goes. Now, don't judge my gameplay, right? Or you can judge the gameplay, it's up to you. But yeah, you are seeing... Okay, cool, I'm gonna spin. Yay, give me the boost, double spin. Come right, double tap. Takedown, baby, come on, let's go. I'm gone, I'm completely gone. Actually, no. Oh, yeah, got Nos. Spin around. Oh, took him out. Listen, I'm about this life, you know. You shouldn't be messing with me on Asphalt 9. Legends. Spin around, get some more nitro. Get some more nitro. Double tap. Ooh, we're getting through. Ooh, rah, rah, rah. We are getting some action right here. And again, efficient, performance, smooth. It's a live gameplay demonstration of Asphalt 9 Legends on the OnePlus Nord CE 3 Lite 5G. Can't go wrong, man. Cannot go wrong. And as stated, this is performance on tap when it comes to a mid-range phone having 8 gigabytes of LPDDR4X RAM. Are you kidding me? And 128 gigabytes of storage. When it comes to having that level of flexibility, yeah. I'm down. This is a great look and great package when it comes to the specs and performance. All right. It's now fine. Thank you. Thanks. Yes, it's clear. Audio and video is fine now. Awesome. How does the Nord CE3 Lite compare to the Galaxy A54? Now, consider the fact that the A54 does not come with a charger in the box. I'm just saying. Consider the fact that the phone doesn't come with a headphone port. I'm just saying. The fact that it doesn't have a 200% ultra volume mode. I'm just saying. Just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Think about the price point of that phone when it's around £500 or more, right? And then you got to add on top these extra accessories that you need to be getting. I'm just saying, put it out there that that phone does what it needs to do. So does the Nord CE3 Lite 5G, doing what it needs to do at £299 with 67-watt charging that comes included in a box, which we're going to get to in terms of the charging performance as well, which we did break down in the full showcase video. Yeah, I would say that, you know what, it's punching well above its weight, mate. And on top of that, you do get a charger as well as a case included as well. So just saying for reference. Any other questions that you got fired in? We've talked about the performance. We've given you a live gameplay demonstration of Asphalt 9 Legends as well. We've gone through what comes in the box. We've talked about the design, fit and finish. We've talked about the audio performance with dual speakers. The headphone port is still here and 200% ultra volume mode. We've then talked about the display with 6.72 inches, 1080p plus LCD, 120 Hz, 240 Hz touch response, as well as a brighter 680 nits panel. Yes, flat and the hole punch. Now we've talked about specs as well. Performance, Snapdragon powered 695, 8GB of LPDDR4X, 128GB of UFS 2.2 storage, and expandable micro SD up to 1TB. Listen, we are in the bag when it comes to the flow of the Nord CE3 Lite. We've got Jimmy, the man, the fire, the dragon in the house. Sorry, I'm late. No. Happy to have you here. Welcome to the live showcase of the Nord CE3 Lite 5G in partnership and sponsored by OnePlus, which I really appreciate them giving me the opportunity to show you what the Nord CE3 Lite 5G is all about. In the end, we will talk about the Buds 2 as well, the Nord Buds 2 as well. Let's clap £69 with active noise cancelling. We'll go through it as well, man. We'll go through it. But the main show is, of course, the Nord CE3 Lite 5G from OnePlus. Cool. Ooh, the best part is now coming in. Why? Let's talk camera. Let's switch to camera 3 so you can see the lovely camera that we've got at the back right here. Yep, that's the one, baby. That's the one. Oh, yes, that's the one. Do you want to know something? This is the first OnePlus phone, not the first OnePlus Nord phone, the first OnePlus phone to finally drop into the triple-digit megapixel space with a new 108 megapixel main camera sensor with EIS support for video on the rear camera for steady shots, as well as a 2 megapixel depth assist camera for the improved portrait mode, and also a 2 megapixel macro mode that allows you to get close and personal within that 4cm range for those close macro shots as well. You want to be selling some stuff that you don't want and need. Sometimes you need to get up close and personal to show the detail, the conditions of the stuff. This camera can do that for you. And of course, at the front, that selfie hole punch does have a 16 megapixel selfie as well. Whew. Let's run through the top and let's go through some of the pictures. Let me check I ain't got nothing, disturbing in here, but I trust that my pictures are fine. I trust the pictures are fine, but we're gonna run you through it as well, right? Right. Pictures galore. Pictures galore. So we're down King's Cross, getting the shots in, pretty much getting familiar with it. That's Matty on the cam, of course, had to be, right? Definitely go check out the full showcase video for samples and everything. But yeah, low light selfie, great image quality when it comes to the background separation. And one thing I really, really loved is the fact that it shows you the background blur in real time as well. So if we go to details, this is the 12 megapixel 9-in-1 pixel binning mode, because it's taking 9 pixels, super merging them down to 1, and you're actually getting an effective 12 megapixel image, great for storage, great for dynamic range, and you still get great detail. But here's the trick. You may not have a telephoto zoom lens, but because of that high resolution, you're able to actually use, with software optimization, 3x lossless zoom, right? On that main sensor, it still allows you to get close to that action and not lose much detail. Look at that, right? That is the flexibility that the high resolution 108 megapixel camera gets you, and also allows you to also push to have that pixel blending even when you zoom. It's fantastic. Looking through, so many good shots. And then this is where the EIS kicks in as well. EIS kicks in, great stability when it comes to your videos. At 1080p 30 frames a second, when it comes to maximum video quality on both as well. The camera is excellent for the price, right? And look at the portrait mode as well. Look how good that separation is. And the good thing about it is, when you're actually using your portrait mode, you're able to get separation from the background blur. Cool. Matt, if you can dismount and see if you can come around this here, so we can have a look. Disconnect the power from the camera free. Nice. See if your HDMI stretches as far. Watch your step. Listen, we're putting in the effort and putting in the stops and the reins to make sure that you're seeing what we're experiencing. So we're going to switch to camera free. Right, here we go. For audio. Apologies, we've lost camera one. We've lost camera one. Yeah, let's switch to take out the USB. There we go. Maybe it's what's overheating it. I'm not sure. Are we back? Camera one? Yeah, camera one's back. Camera one wants to be an enemy of progress, but we shall push through. We shall push through and we'll make it happen. We're going to switch to the audio at the top. It's great that we actually put it up. So please do let me know how the audio is sounding on your side. There might be a slight change in the audio, but it should still be coming through nice and clear. Let's jump in and finish up on the camera. Right, top down. Go into the camera UI. We've talked about the improved portrait mode. We've talked about the ability to have, obviously, the 1 to 3x velocity zoom, right? But you can also push it down and you've got the high-res shooter mode. This is best used in optimal lighting situations, good lighting situations, because the effective pixel size will then go down to 0.64. Whereas in the 9:1 pixel binning mode, the effective pixel size is 1.92 micrometers. But in this detail, if you're in the right situation and right lighting, oh, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. You get maximum detail and clarity, and you can really punch in and push in. Obviously, you can change the aspect ratios as well. It tells you when you're in the high resolution 108 megapixel mode, which I love to see. And then obviously you can press on the AI as well, which is the AI scene enhancement, where you've got your timer. And obviously video quality is at 1080p max at 30 frames a second. You've got night mode on the rear camera, and also you can do that in the lotto zoom mode. And you've got night mode on the front facing camera as well, which is fantastic in terms of flexibility. You go to more, you've got a pro manual mode to give you manual control and granularity over your ISO, shutter, and also when you're taking your pictures as well, which is something I love to see. You've got dual video. Dual video gives you maximum flexibility. You can have different layouts as well, right? Circle crop effect, which is great to see. Love it. Here we go to more. And we've got the macro shooting capabilities right there, which is great. So I'm going to get up close and personal. Let's use this. You can see how close it gets. Bang. Check that out. Ooh, clean. So for all the different modes that you get with the Nord CE3 Lite, consider, again, the price point that you are working with when it comes to the capabilities of this mid-range phone. The camera is packing a lot. And the fact that they were brave to let this be the first OnePlus phone to use a triple-digit megapixel camera, 108 megapixels, beyond the 50 that we usually see, or 12 or 16. Yeah, bravo, bravo. So yeah, that is all things. I'm going to switch to camera 3 for this one. Related to the OnePlus Nord CE3 Lite 108 megapixel camera with the 2 megapixel depth assist, as well as the 2 megapixel macro, and of course the 60 megapixel selfie on the hole punch camera in the display. So looking good, people. Looking good. Looking good. Nord CE3 Lite. Oh, let's go to camera 1 and 3. Cool. I'm going to leave this here for a bit. And let's go into the comment section and see what's up. Studio. Copy. We are in 1, 2, 3. Paste reference. Okay. Come out studio mode. And let's see who is in the comments and what's good, what's popping, what's happening. All good, Jimmy. Staying hydrated. Brilliant. Very good to hear. Remember to stay hydrated. Yes, I do need to actually get some water into my system. Boom. How are you all doing? How have we been? Remember to stay hydrated. Sub says, hey, bro. Hey, what's good? Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well. I would recommend stick to the 67-watt charging because it comes included. So stick to it, right? So definitely stick to it. Stick to what comes included in the box. That is the best way to go. Oh. Let's switch to the top. I'm just going to get some water into my system. Please let me know how the audio is sounding. We've now switched to the top. And we've now talked all things camera. Let's talk about everything that powers this, right? It's really down to it being all well and good when it comes to the specs and performance and everything that we're talking about. But really, it is down to OxygenOS, right? OxygenOS 13.1, the signature dish that is known for what is great about the OnePlus Smart, fast and smooth experience. So Android 13, Oxygen 13.1, out the box. If we go to this version, right, we check auto update, Wi-Fi, and we're on the latest version. We're on the latest version, which is on the March security update. So we are as up to date as possible because April just started. So they are on it when it comes to what this offers. So special features, right? You've got split screen. You've got flexible windows, sidebar, kid space, simple mode, Zen space, right? Zen mode and Zen space is something that back in the day with the OnePlus 7 and 7 series when it came out, we were banging that out. On a night out, when we needed to actually have dinner and not be distracted by our phones, we were like, guys, 20 minutes, Zen mode. That Zen space made us have to talk to each other and it locked off the phone. Well, emergency calls and stuff came through no problem, but in terms of just the scrolling and the mindless looking down at your phone and not concentrating, this is great. These are all the signature dish when it comes to OnePlus. Then we've got the motions and gestures, right? The swipe down with 3 fingers to take a screenshot, right? Touch and hold with 3 fingers to take a screenshot. The air gestures, the raise to wake, you know, the double tap. Like there's so much. The air gestures as well, like to answer your phone calls. Look at that. Using a front-facing camera. Put it this way, OxygenOS is a clean experience when it comes to what the OS can do, right? But there's some nice additional touches that really make it stand out, you know? And in terms of what they've done to improve the overall performance, it's really good. It's really, really good. Software-wise, Android, just know, they've not skimped out. It's Android 13 out of the box, the latest version of Android 13 out of the box with OxygenOS 13.1. Thanks to that, you get all the additional features that you get as well. But you know what? There is such a thing as saving the best until last, right? There is such a thing. Battery. Whoo! Battery. Battery. Let me just say this, right? The fact they put a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in here is already crazy to me. The fact they still included a charger in the box was crazy to me, right? But what was even crazier, like I said, they doubled it with one more additional watt from 33 to 67 watts with their SUPERVOOC solution, which OnePlus are quoting that day's power in half an hour, where from 1% to 80%, it takes roughly 30 minutes. Now, I actually did my own test where I had it at 1%, it charged to 77% within 30 minutes, and it's just 3% off. So to me, it's right on the money. And full charge from 1% to 100%, 43 minutes and 29 seconds, under 44 minutes to full charge of a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, all thanks to the SUPERVOOC solution. That SUPERVOOC fast charging is crazy. And the fact that they're using a SUPERVOOC Endurance Edition, right? Here are some of the things that you're going to be seeing when it comes to how it helps with the lifespan of the battery. Go from 800 charges to 1,600, which is up to 4 years of charging with daily charging. And you're probably not even going to be charging this phone every day. I guarantee you that. I'm not even capping, right? We go to battery health. Battery health is at a nice 100%. Let's zoom straight in. Battery health is at a nice 100%. But you see, you go to Wise Battery, right, which you can do either all day or at night. What it says is, to slow down battery aging, Intelligent Services learns your battery charging habits and waits to finish charging past 80% until you just start using your device. So it learns things like when you set your alarms for, what time, so that it manages the battery health and charging. But you see, all of that's good, battery booster, right? But you see, if you go to more settings, you've got the ability to put into high performance mode, which even helps with performance even better, right? Optimize battery use, so you can specifically optimize it for the apps that you use as well. I'm just letting you know, OxygenOS and the battery optimizations, the effort they're going into to make sure you are getting a bespoke and amazing battery life experience, right? App management. This is the part that really, really amazes me, right? When we talk about 120 hours later, what does that mean? 120 hours later means 5 days later. When did I actually receive the Nord CE 3 Lite? I got the Nord CE 3 Lite Saturday just gone, right? Which I believe Saturday was the 1st of the month. Yeah, 1st of April. The phone arrived midday 12 p.m. Talk about us working around the clock. But you know what? Us at Lover of Tech Media, we are about that life. We pulled off, we made it happen. So shout out to the squad for making that happen as well. Got it. Start setting it up. Started getting used to it. You know, logging into my favorite apps such as Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Setting up with my favorite applications. Using it day to day. Getting to grips with it. Right? It was already around like 20%. Drained it. Did the charging test where I was like, whoa, crazy. It went to full charge around 8:15 p.m. on a Saturday night. Now check this. We pushed it hard. When I say we pushed it hard, I did not need to recharge that phone up until Monday. Up until Monday. And I pushed it hard, man. If you go into the battery usage right here, right? Use time. And we see the apps that we're using. Well, it shows you use time, last 24 hours. It doesn't go from the week from before. But the fact that I pushed it with like 2 major GPS trips, I did a 2-hour trip in total using a GPS, right? The videos that we were watching, the camera usage, we were pushing this phone, right? And one thing that impressed me is that once I did the full charge, before I went to sleep, I was on 87%. I didn't sleep late. I didn't sleep until late that Saturday evening to early hours of Sunday. I slept around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Woke up around 8, 9. The battery was on 86%. It was still on 86% when I woke up. Crazy. So the standby time is excellent. The battery endurance is excellent. The capacity is great. The charging is great. This is not going to let you down when it comes to battery. I promise you that. I promise you that. The combination of the large capacity battery, the combination of the OxygenOS support when it comes to software optimization, the combination of the SUPERVOOC charger, which is now 67 watts, and the Wise charging, and all the optimizations when it comes to endurance, yeah. The battery, I have to say, is probably the best part of the Nord CE 3 Lite 5G. It's thoroughly impressed me that much that even when Matthew actually had it, and I said, you know what, it's now time to charge it. He charged it, and before he knew, he was like, bro, this phone is like on 90%, and I feel like I've only just put it on for a couple of minutes. And I said, yeah, honestly, SUPERVOOC charging included in the box, a day's power in half an hour. You do not have to worry about battery experience when it comes to this, whether it be charging, endurance, pushing it for gaming, which we were, taking lots of pictures and videos, and also using it for sat-nav and GPS. This holds its own. This holds its own, and it holds it down, period. And to wrap it up, what did we say that the Nord CE 3 Lite 5G was coming in at? £299. Ooh. £299 for all of this? Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. We're going to switch and go and pretty much talk about all things related to availability and where you can pretty much get it from. So let's go to phone. Let's go to Nord CE3 Lite, which obviously says new for 5G. Look at it. Look at that. £299. And mind you, like I said, obviously we've got the pastel line and then we've got the chromatic gray. There is only one variant because there's only one SKU stock keeping unit and variant that you need for the fact that you get 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage, and you can expand with the micro SD. It makes it simple. One SKU, not complicated. Pick your favorite color, keep it moving, and enjoy a great mid-range package. King of the mid? Yeah, you know what? It makes a strong case about that for sure. And as everything that we've gone through, right? Lossless zoom, 108 megapixels, improved portrait mode, and we demonstrated that portrait mode live. You saw the edge detection. It was on point. 5,000 mAh battery with the included SUPERVOOC 67-watt charging. And you get 5G enabled with the 695 Snapdragon chip. Pump up the volume with the 200% ultra volume mode. And you get the headphone port included as well. Come on. Come on. £299, you know. £299. And it should be available as of the 21st of April. So get your orders in, get it locked for those that need it. And look at the benefits. If you get it early, you get a free buds, Nord buds as well. Right? Instant saving. But you see, it ain't all about just the phone. We're going to go through this very quickly and look at what we have here with the Nord Buds 2. Yep, Nord Buds 2. We've got a Nord Buds 2. We're going to come to camera 1 and camera 2. Bring it back into OBS. I'm going to switch to camera 3 so you can have a look at the Nord Buds 2. There we go. Nord Buds 2. Switch to the camera at the top so you can have a look and see. Right? Bring this down. These are the Nord Buds 2. Let's get it in. £69 with active noise cancelling. And you see it locked in, auto connected. And we're going to switch to camera 1 and 2. Right, and I'm going to run you through some of the things that just make it great. USB-C charging, of course, which is what we love to see. Right, £69 with active noise cancelling. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to more. Click on the Nord Buds 2. Earbud functions. Transparency. So I can hear people around me a lot easier, much safer when you're obviously running and out on the road and about. Noise cancellation, ANC. And look at that. You've got a balance. You've got obviously bold. You've got serenade and you've got bass. And look at that. You can do a bass wave. You can enable and dynamically just put that to strong or weak. You can set your own custom equalizer as well. You can add an equalizer. Like, come on, man. What's there not to love? What's there not to love? Reset. Change it. Name it. This, like, £69. £69. Both right and left are active and working. This is the companion. The ideal companion for the Nord CE3 Lite 5G from OnePlus. The Nord Buds 2 from OnePlus. Up to date. Version is up to date. So I'm getting the best sound experience when it comes to it as well. So listen to that. So this is a quick roundup of the Nords, the OnePlus Nord Buds 2, right? So yeah, this is a great look. This is a great look. This is a great look. I'm really, really, really impressed with this package. Great touch controls, as you can see. Press it. Press it. Works instantly. So yeah, this is the latest from OnePlus when it comes to the Nord series with the Nord CE3 Lite 5G from OnePlus and the OnePlus Nord Buds 2. Woo! Let's switch it up. And that pretty much wraps up this live showcase demonstration. Again, thank you to OnePlus for partnering and sponsoring this live stream showcase. Really appreciate the opportunity they've given to me to showcase to you, my audience, Team TLS, the Tech Lover Squad, all that is to know. So, pre-orders are live. Go put your pre-orders in for those that want it and need it, that fits into their demographic, whether it's friends, family, or even for yourself. This could be the Kindle Mint that you'll be looking for at £299. It packs a punch across the board from great colors, design, display, audio, performance, specs, battery especially, camera. As a well-rounded package with included charger in the box and case, £299. You can't go wrong. And you've got the OnePlus Nord Buds 2 at £69 as well. We're going to jump into the comment section, wrap it up, call it a day, and see what everyone is saying in regards to the Nord. It might have the battery health engine. Yes, it does. It does. How's your day been, Ben? Day has been great. Day has been great. Day has been great and effective. Trend. Stay nice and hydrated, of course. Oh, man. So, that pretty much wraps it up from us here at Lover of Tech. Really appreciate you taking the time. For everyone that watched this and tuned in live, you are the real goats. I appreciate it. But also to the replay crew that find this live stream on YouTube, if it comes your way, remember, turn it up to 4K UHD. It was recorded and broadcasted in that quality to give you the best visual and audio experience. And also there will be chapters linked in the description below as well. So make sure that you check that out. And also check out the full showcase video, which I am being biased when I say this. It is at this time of recording our most well-produced video. So definitely go show it some love. Go show it some love. Put some comments on there and you get a full breakdown of everything that we've discussed here in that as well. Again, a big thank you to OnePlus for partnering and sponsoring this live stream with us here at Lover of Tech Media and Lover of Tech. We will, of course, catch you in the next one. Hope you're all well and safe. Stay blessed, stay safe. Peace.